Listen, I'm confused. What's going on with this three-headed monster tour? You know, with Mase, Jadakiss, and Cameron, of course. Like, what's going on with this? Like, is canceled all of a sudden? It's so crazy because there's so many topics that I want to touch base on. I want to make a few videos in regards to, let's say, Kanye West, Candace Owens, this whole thing between Mase versus Diddy. Now I see this thing with Brandy having a seizure and everything like that. I see that across different YouTube channels. It's online, everything like that. What's going on? And I see that Mase is somewhat in cahoots with Kanye West at the same time. So I just have to say, one way or another, this is all under the same umbrella, whether you believe it or not. So I'm like trying to figure out like what's going on, seriously. Because oh my God. And the Three-Headed Monster Tour was going to start in Bridgeport next Wednesday the 19th. Like, I was really, really looking forward to that. Like, and it's like a lot of us that are, it doesn't even matter if like you're a Dipset or a Lox fan or anything like that. Like, just, you know, when you came up in a certain era, like you're a fan of Mase, Cameron, Big L, and you remember Children of the Corn. And, you know, one thing about me, like, a lot of people want to sit there and limit and subject me to politics and stuff like that and label me as being this or that. But one of my original debates back and forth on social media, which originally started in Facebook, was me debating with people on hip-hop. I'm a big classic hip-hop head, for many people that don't know that. So, absolutely, I look forward to the Three-Headed Monster Tour, and I'm like, oh, wow, right there, boom, October 19th. It's my birthday month. It's, you know, I'm a Libra. Boom. I'll go right there in Bridgeport and see that. Like, and it's like I said, like, for those of us, we haven't seen Cam and Mase since we were little, back in the 90s. Like, we haven't seen them perform in a long time. And obviously, we're not going to see Big L there. But who better than Jadakiss? You know, and that's how I interpret it from my opinion and my feeling in my heart. And it's like, wow, like, I hope it's not canceled. I would rather this be a publicity stunt. This is just too much. And Brandy having a seizure. I wanted to do a video already where I wanted to touch base on Ray J. And I see that Candace Owens released that video with Kim Kardashian talking smack back in the days about Whitney Houston, calling her a crackhead, talking shit to Ray J, whatever. It's just a lot. It's a lot. I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to end. But somehow, some way, this all folds in together. Because why? At the end of the day, it's still the industry. It is still the industry. And I can't even deny that shit, man. I don't know. But yeah, Brandy having a seizure and she's in LA hospital. Man, certain states you don't want to be in the hospital in certain states, man. I'll tell you that. These hospitals are wicked. I just hope she recovers. I hope she's okay. As far as Ray J, talking about he was suicidal last week, you know, I could tell you over the past couple of months, there's like a twist and turn with Ray J. Yeah, he did that stuff with the video with Kim Kardashian and he made a deal with her mother and everything like that. So that would be considered as selling your soul. And, but then I also see him like, you know, he's been at the Mar-a-Lago, chopping it up with Trump, chopping it up with conservatives. But then during Pride Month, he was saying that straight men should, just like, you know, bow down or be in cahoots with gay men. So I see with Ray J, he's confused. Like he's getting older, he's getting wiser, and he's seeing what's right. And, but he made a deal with the devil, you know, in terms of the sex tape, in terms of his career, in terms of him being in Hollywood and stuff like that. But he sees the truth. So obviously when Candace Owens released that video and footage that you can find anywhere on YouTube, just look on her channel or look on whoever's channel. I would say that Ray J sent her that audio tape of Kim Kardashian talking shit to him or talking shit about Whitney Houston. That had to be Ray J that sent her that. Or if Kanye got a hold of it, he probably sent it to Candace as well. And she's inviting Ray J to her show. Meaning Candace Owens is inviting Ray J to her show. I think that's a very good idea. Let him speak his piece. Let him talk, because he's feeling suicidal. At the end of the day, he's still a father. He's still a man, and he's just going through. Just like we all had our spiritual awakening. Well, I didn't have mine. Started in 2018 for my personal life, but on average, a lot of us had some form of a spiritual awakening in 2020, including myself. Not to say that it was necessarily the beginning or the end. For me, it was more so just wrapped everything up, and it just like, damn, everything I thought I knew, I was right. Not to be conceited or anything like that, but it just pretty much sealed the deal for me personally. And we all had that form of a spiritual awakening one way or another in 2020, and I'm pretty sure Ray J had that as well. And I'm pretty sure that's what he's going through when he's talking about his suicidal stuff. Then now Brandy has a seizure, but we all know that like in the early 2000s, like Brandy looked out for the Kardashians. Like the Kardashians are doing a lot of evil shit. And the thing is, you know, whether you like Candace Owens or not, I'm not saying I agree with everything that she's doing. I have a lot of love and respect for Candace Owens. A lot of people know that. But she is trying to take down the Kardashians. And my thing is, when it comes to the black community, when you want like respect and love and stuff like that, and you don't want toxicity in the black community, there are certain things that the black community themselves have to put to an end. And if you're seeing all this toxicity from the Kardashians, you keep seeing it over and over again, and people keep telling you they're doing this, they're doing that. Even at one point, a number of years ago, they're talking about like when the Kardashians, particularly which one of them? Not so much Kim and Khloe. Kourtney has a natural tan to herself, but I'm talking about the Jenner sisters, the younger sisters in the Kardashians. Like Kylie, like you see her skin being dark. A lot of black folks would be like they're taking melanin pills, and that the melanin, it comes from like the organs of black people and stuff like that. And then even then, black folks are still invested and still supporting the Kardashians. Like if you think that, you know, there's like harvesting and trafficking amongst the black community, and this was before 2020. This was like people were talking about like they're kidnapping black people, taking their kidneys, taking their organs, etc. And then you feel like, okay, they're doing things where they're taking the melanin of black people and they're turning it into like, let's say like melanin pills as one source. And then you're thinking that Kylie Jenner is taking the pills. If that's what you think, right, on one hand, why would you continue to support her? And then right now we see what the Kardashians are doing, and then they talk about there's like a Kardashian spell or whatever, and they call it the KKK. First of all, Kourtney, you could say Kim and Khloe, but not Kourtney. I don't think Kourtney is attracted to black men. I think she's just like, she had her children with Scott Disick. She likes white guys, or if not white guys, Kourtney likes women. Because I'm not gonna lie, I used to watch the show back in the days. I don't watch it anymore. I don't even watch TV at all anymore. But anyways, long story short is, if you see that there was all this evil stuff with the Kardashians, why are you guys still supporting them, especially as the black community, right? And you see that Kanye is in cahoots with Candace Owens. Like, they've always been cool with one another. They like how each other thinks, and they're both free-minded. And it's an amazing thing. Like, they're both black and they're both free-minded, right? But a lot of black people don't see it like that. They just look at them as coons and that they have white spouses. But one thing I can't take away from the black community is that if you sit there, Kanye West and Candace Owens, you sit there and you talk about that they want to abort black babies. That's one way of genocide towards the black community, and they just want to evaporate the black community. You talk about the white liberals, right? Okay, I get it. Even Malcolm X said that, and everybody knows me. I'm a huge fan of Malcolm X. I love Malcolm X. I swear by Malcolm X. I'm just, you know, no matter where I'm at in my life, I'm a huge Malcolm X individual, and I tell people that all the time. I talk about him too much, actually. I don't care. I'll never stop talking about Malcolm X. But for the most part, we always say that it's the white liberals, right? But who's to say that white liberals aren't related to white conservatives, right? This kind of goes back to my video that I did last week. Like, okay, we could blame white liberals, which is very much true in one area. But again, who's to say white liberals are not related to white conservatives? Because you could always have family members, no matter what race or ethnicity they are, that one family member is like this way and the other one is that way, right? So you could sit there and say that it's just the white liberals and limit and or subject that to them, but it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop with white liberals being the only ones that are racist out of the white community. And even if it's the white liberals that enabled all these things, whether it's like the burn down of Black Wall Street in Oklahoma, or to enable Jim Crow, or to even enable slavery in America, like, they are still related somehow, some way to white conservatives, just by blood, just individuality, like in each family. Okay, so we can't sit there and deny that. Am I going to sit there and say that white lives matter? Yes, they do. All lives matter. That's why I'm saying, like, when I first seen that Candace and Kanye did that, I'm like, shit, all lives matter would have been better. I understand that they're gonna do what they're gonna do. They're gonna release whatever documentary, and in terms of Candace Owens, and Kanye West has his own project coming up, or whatever the case may be. But it doesn't help the climate. And I said that it doesn't have to help the climate of things. And I said that in my video last week. It's just so much shit. Like, I know I'm all over the place right now, but it all folds in, believe it or not. Everything that I just touched base on, it all folds in one way or another, man. It all folds in. Because even Mase is getting in cahoots with Kanye West, while Kanye West has beef with Diddy, while Mase has beef with Diddy. It's a lot of, it's like industry shit, man. It's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of shit going on. I don't know. I just look forward to going to that concert, and it starts in Bridgeport next week, and I'm just like, wow, it's canceled. Part of me has a feeling that it's not canceled, but even last week, I was like, wow, yo, we really about to see Mase and Cameron perform together, like, for the first time in, like, practically, like, 25 years, and I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. Like, I gotta go see it. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. And it's like, the idea that it's canceled, I'd much rather it's publicity than anything else. And then, like, even when I seen the back and forth with Mase and Diddy, as far as their contract is concerned, I can't speak on Mase and Diddy's contract because I wasn't there. Shit, I was just a 6-year-old at the time, you know, watching them and watching Bad Boy, watching Harlem, and, you know, listening to Big L, and me having an older brother that was a DJ, and, you know, he would go to the tunnel and stuff like that. Like, I was just a little girl at the time, so how do I know what the contract is with Diddy and Mase? But at the same time, there's something there, like, whatever it is. And there are people saying that Mase and Cameron fell out already in terms of why this Three-Headed Monster tour is canceled. I don't think so. I don't think Mase and Cameron fell out. It's something with Diddy. And then if there are a few people that's telling me that, like, Diddy had some type of strings to cancel this. All I know is as black folks, please stand up for something, whether it's towards the Kardashians, whether it's towards your policies, or in whatever is in each state and stuff like that. And if we have a feeling that Diddy canceled this tour, I think we should all speak against this, because, like I said, we might not know what their contract is. So, like, I'm a firm believer in I know better than to speak on things I don't know about. But we can't just let them just cancel the tour like that. And we all bought our tickets. That's one thing. And we all want to see Jadakiss, Cameron, and Mase. Like, we all, like, and then people try to talk about some of the sales. They weren't making sales. Get the hell out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Of course they was making sales. There's a lot of people that are fans, just like myself. Like, we want to see Cameron and Mase. We haven't seen them in a long time. And, of course, Jadakiss. I'm a huge Locks fan and stuff like that. Just like many other people. We wanted to see them perform. We don't want to see this shit canceled or whatever. But I'm telling you, one way or another, all this shit, everything that I mentioned in this video, it all folds in. It all falls in the same category. It's all under the same umbrella, one way or another, believe it or not. There's some wicked shit going on behind the scenes. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just hope it's not canceled. I'd much rather hope, you know, this is a publicity stunt. I don't know. And then today, with Candace Owens, she has the BLM funeral, Black Lives Matter funeral. I'm not speaking on that just yet. I'm going to wait until that goes on, and then I'll have my view afterwards. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone has a nice day. And I hope 1 week from now, October 19, I will be in Bridgeport at this Three-Headed Monster tour. That's another hope that I have. So everyone, stay safe, stay dangerous, be easy. Bye.